President Yoon Suk Yeol has delivered a speech on the outcome of the April 10th election, saying that it was a crushing blow for his ruling People Power Party. The South Korean leader elaborated on how his administration would proceed over the next 3 years on its key policies. Our Oh Soo-young is on the line to fill us in on this speech. Sooyoung, the president initially released a statement last week saying he humbly accepted the results and that he will focus on improving the economy and people's livelihoods. Now, what did he have to add this morning?
Hi, Yoon. So President Yoon Suk Yeol's speech struck a very contrite tone as he said that he had tried but failed to deliver tangible changes to people's livelihoods over the past 2 years of his presidency. He said that his administration had focused on making systematic improvements to the Korean economy through industrial policies to nurture new export markets, also make businesses more competitive, stabilize the housing market, as well as enable small investors to make more gains from financial markets. However, in the grand scheme of things, the president said the administration had failed to closely examine the difficulties faced by everyday people.
결국 아무리 국정의 방향이 옳고 좋은 정책을 수없이 추진한다 해도 국민들께서 실제 변화를 느끼지 못한다면 정부의 역할을 다하지 못한 것입니다.
He pledged to pay more attention to the voices of people struggling to make ends meet, saying that his administration must get closer to the people and listen to their difficulties on the ground.
국민께서 바라시는 변화가 무엇인지, 어떤 것이 국민과 나라를 위한 길인지 더 깊이 고민하고 살피겠습니다.
To this end, Yoon plans to continue a series of policy forums around the nation, which invite local citizens to discuss issues affecting their livelihoods. He's held a total of 24 of such meetings since January. Yoon also vowed to move ahead with his 3 major reforms for education, labour and pensions to overcome more fundamental systematic barriers to future growth for the Korean economy, as well as pushing for medical reform. In light of the public controversy over the rift between the government and junior doctors in carrying out systematic changes to medical delivery, President Yoon said the government will listen to rational opinions. So all in all, the president appears to have been saying that he was too consumed looking at the forest to actually take notice of the trees.
I see. And the president also previously mentioned that he might reform his administration in light of the election results. How might we see this proceed?
Well, President Yoon's speech comes ahead of an anticipated overhaul of most of his senior officials, many of whom resigned last week following the election results. His office has hinted that the first step of this impending reform would be the personnel overhaul. And leading up to the election, there had been criticism surrounding Yoon's close aides and his appointments for government positions, including the former ambassador to Australia, Lee Jong-suk. The administration has also been under fire for lacking in public communication. So Yoon is expected to first replace his chief of staff and prime minister with veteran politicians who can more skillfully handle diverse issues, as well as communication with various actors, including the opposition-held parliament. After that, Yoon's office is believed to be considering a cabinet reshuffle, as well as possibly changing the structure of the presidential office itself to become more communicative and receptive to public opinion.
That was our presidential office correspondent Oh Soo-young on the line. Thank you for your reporting.